Act 2. Mrs. Hubbard. Well, don't you worry. I'll ask and find out. As the Bible says, if Moses doesn't know the answer, ask the concierge. Now I better go. I think I'm annoying that odd little man with the silly mustache. And I don't think it's real. I enter, stage left. I hope that the food at this humble establishment is up to your usual standards. What? What's this? Ah, mon Dieu, it is Monsieur Bouc. My friend! Ha ha! Mon ami, but what are you doing here? What am I doing here? This is my city. I live here. Of course, I'm a fool. I run Wagon Lit, the greatest train company in the entire world, and the central office is in this hotel. Snap my fingers. Garçon, this meal is on me. Please charge my office. Ah no. Ah oui, it will give me pleasure. You are my guest here. So tell me, what are you doing here? You are solving a crime, eh? No, I did that last week in Syria. It was a bad affair, an army officer, a missing Czech, a beautiful woman. Pooh, it did not end well. The man was guilty, that was certain, but perhaps because I pressed the man too hard to admit his guilt. It was unfortunate in the extreme, and yet I believe I did nothing wrong. Of course you did nothing wrong. If you break the law, you must pay the price. That is what you have told me. That is what I live by. Now, tell me, you are staying here at the hotel? I was hoping, I was going to play the tourist, but at the desk there was a telegram from Scotland Yard begging me to return at once, so I've asked the concierge to get me a ticket for tonight on your famous Orient Express. There will be no problem. And the best news is, I will be joining you, for I go to Lausanne tonight on business. Haha, c'est magnifique. Pardon, monsieur, the concierge said to tell you there are no more first-class tickets for the express tonight. It is sold out. Ah, no. Attends, it is my train, and it is never sold out at this time of year. That is ridiculous. It must be a party or a convention, perhaps. Well, you tell the concierge to find a berth for Monsieur Poirot. He is my personal friend. But, monsieur, number 7 is always available, and it is held in reserve. Now go tell him. Right away, monsieur. Merci. It is nothing, a gesture. Now, you see this menu? Throw it away. Tonight we shall sit on the train together, just like old times, and we will dine like kings. The food on the train, is it edible? Monsieur Poirot, you stab me in the heart. I am rising on the ground at your feet. It is not a mere train that will carry you tonight. It is a legend. It runs like no other vehicle on the earth. The fittings are from Paris, the paneling, Venice. The plates are from Rome, and the taps from New York. The best food, the best beds, the best pillows, the best feathers inside the pillows. It is poetry on wheels, and Lord Byron himself could not write it better. Monsieur, prepare yourself. In 1 hour, I will meet you on the platform of the Orient Express. I leave stage right. Scene 3. Ratchet. Oh, you'll change your mind when you hear the price, eh? Michel. Monsieur Ratchet, you are on compartment 2. Ratchet. I know where I'm going, thank you. We'll discuss it inside. All aboard. Monsieur Poirot, alors. You have beat me to the gate. You have met Michel? He is from Paris, and he is the best conductor in the company. Merci, monsieur. But your friend says that he has number 7, and I'm afraid it is taken. Indeed, the entire first-class coach is full. That is incroyable. I know, monsieur. All the world elects to travel tonight. You will put him in number 1, please. To Poirot. It is my personal compartment. I will find something else in one of the other carriages. No, I cannot take your bed, mon ami. I insist. It is done. Michel, you will make the arrangements. I am in your debt. Now, tell me, have all the passengers checked in with you? Not yet. We are waiting for Mrs. Hubbard and the Count and Countess Andreni. To Poirot. I hear that the Countess is one of the greatest beauties of Europe. She is Hungarian, I believe. A commoner who became a doctor. And when she married the Count, she became royalty. I see you're coming. Countess Andreni comes in. Countess Helena Andreni, welcome. I am Monsieur Bouc of the Wagon Lit. I am delighting to see you.
Your reputation precedes you, madame. May I present my friend, Monsieur Hercule Poirot?
The famous detective. That is being wonderful. I've read about you in the papers, monsieur, and I might admire you greatly.
They speak some Hungarian.
You speak Hungarian beautifully.
Not as well as you speak English.
May I help you?
May I help you with your bag, madame?
No, it is nothing at all.
And your husband, the Count, is coming?
Alas, he cannot join me on this trip, but since I am visiting my mother, it works out nicely. He does not like her. Monsieur Poirot, I look forward to hearing of your wonderful adventures.
And I look forward to telling you about them. Compartment 12, Countess. I think you are in love, my friend.
I will not discount this possibility. Mrs. Hubbard, is that the Orient Express I keep hearing about? It doesn't look that impressive, at least not from here.
You are Mrs. Hubbard?
Mrs. Helen Caroline Peabody Wilson Van Pelt Hubbard, if you please, from the beautiful Garden State of Minnesota.
Talks about her first husband, Mr. Peabody, her second husband, Mr. Wolfson, third husband, Mr. Van Pelt.
But I caught him in bed with that redhead from the Waldorf who did his nails. Then, at last, I found Mr. Hubbard, and I call him my little white knight for saving me, fourth husband, from a life of bride games and watery cocktails at the Minneapolis Country Club.
And is Mr. Hubbard joining you?
No, Mr. Hubbard is not joining me. Mr. Hubbard and I traveled together once, and he said it raised his blood pressure. I don't know why. So I do it for both of us. You like to travel?
I travel every day.
Then you and I should exchange notes sometimes.
Compartment 3.
Is that yours or mine?
Yours, madame.
Hope it's comfy. I've never had a complaint, madame. I'm sure you haven't.
She is quite a character. They are all characters. If I was Balzac, I would write a novel about all of them.
And just think, for 3 days these strangers are brought together in the closest of quarters, eating and sleeping under a single roof.
And then at the end they part, never to see each other again.
Unless
what?
Unless there is an accident or something fatal occurs.
Monsieur Poirot, why do you say such a thing?
Forgive me, it is my business. And I sense that something is wrong, that there is a tension among these passengers of yours. One of them does not fit in. It makes me frightened.
Oh, monsieur, no more business, please. You must now succumb to nothing but pleasure, and prepare yourself to step aboard the pride of the company Wagonlit for the most memorable journey of your entire life.
Exit stage left.